Hello everybody, my name is Fiona Fitzpatrick, and I'm the 2021 Insurance Apprentice winner. I'm catching up with the top 12 contestants, and today I'm super excited to see the returning John. Congratulations, John, on your position in the top 12 of the Insurance Apprentice 2022. It's a fantastic achievement to see you get through, and you're not a wild card this year.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that as well, especially not having to rely on a wild card, but actually earning my place this time.
Yeah, well done. Okay, so, I mean, for us to be chatting here today, you've completed in the first round of the competition. And because of achieving the highest score in your session, you've been chosen for the next round, which is where the challenges, I mean, I know from previous experience where the challenges really start. But before we get into the competition nitty-gritty, tell us a bit more about you, where you work and what you do there.
Thanks again, Fiona. I'm well known probably by this point to a lot of the viewers. I'm John Williams. I work at Santam Insurance, and I'm a technical manager there, or regional underwriter, how it's known in other departments or other roles. And yeah, I'm really excited to be a part of this again this year.
That's very cool, John. So you had an idea what was coming this year, being in a virtual format like we did it last year. We went through it together, you and I. Do you think it's still stressful, even though you maybe feel a bit more prepared than other people?
No, for sure. I always thought when I got into this, I thought that it would be a bit easier this time, but the nerves were there in the elimination round for sure. And you can prepare all you want. There's always some surprises that creep up. So it does help the experience from last year, but it's really fair game to each and every person. And the person that really brings the A game on the day is the person that will advance and do well in this competition.
So we definitely saw some shows of your A game coming through. Can we expect lots more A game coming through in the upcoming rounds?
Yes, for sure. This is my last time taking part in this competition. So yeah, every episode, every question, I'm just viewing it as my last. So I'm just going all out. So yeah, it has to be a game. Every question, every opportunity that I get, because I do plan on winning this competition.
And how are you feeling about reaching the top 12 this time around? Being the last time, like, what does it mean to you?
No, it's obviously getting past the elimination round is the first hurdle. So just getting over that hurdle is really a big relief. As a previous contestant, you almost feel entitled to get over that hurdle, but it still takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of preparation. And yeah, it's just a massive relief. And now it's just to go and work hard onto the next phase of the competition.
Yeah, I think the next phase is where the real hard work comes in. At least from how I felt the last season went. So I mean, with that being said, what are you most excited about going in, embarking on this journey again? The final frontier, almost in a way. And in the same vein, what are you most nervous of along the journey? Just talk us through your feelings there.
Yeah, I think nervous, I would start with nervous. The thing that I'm nervous about is always the unknown. This competition is very well known for being unknown. You would think that you're going one way and things would just go the opposite direction. So that is always something to be nervous about. Even when you prepare well, there's always that uncertainty and looking around your shoulder, over your shoulder to see if something else is actually coming around. So that is the nervous part. I'm always excited about getting to know new and learning new things. So that is for me just the one thing that I'm always super excited about is learning new things, talking about new topics, and yeah, getting out of my comfort zone and growing from that. Because that is the one thing that has been constant is even if I didn't make it previous time in the competition this far, I've always grown as a person or an individual or in my professional capacity.
I think that growth is it's not, you know, it's not always seen, but it's definitely felt. And I think with all education things, I think we do find some form of growth in all of those, as long as you take them head on, take them as they come. And I think that's a really, really awesome outlook to have for the competition going forward. So we said when we were chatting, you and I, you've done this experience now how many times? Five times, I think.
This is my first time, yeah.
So do you think the virtual format, because now this is second time around we're running the Apprentice on the virtual format, do you think the virtual format has its advantages to be in a virtual setting, or do you find that the in-person experience is totally different? You're the expert here, so what are your thoughts?
I do really think that the virtual part I really enjoy much more. Like I said, even in past times I've been part of the competition but never really got any exposure in competition. But now really for anybody taking part in this competition for the first time, you really get exposure from the first episode, and you really can get a proper feel of what the competition is about without having to go through the various elimination rounds that is going on in the background before you actually reach it with the non-virtual side of it. So I really do enjoy the virtual round, and I do really see the benefits for anyone, whether you make it only to the very first round or whether you make it to the top 12. I really see it. There's really a lot of benefits in it. Benefits that I didn't always see when I was doing it in the non-virtual round.
Yeah, and I also think I agree with everything you said, but I also think, notwithstanding that, the benefits of not being restricted regionally to everybody having to be in the same place for the recording purposes, it opens up many more doors and connections that you maybe wouldn't normally have to people in remote parts of the country, which is, I suppose, it's the age of technology as well that we're in. So back to the competition.
Yeah.
Do you know who the task sponsors are? But out of all of them, who makes you the most nervous?
Last year, I always said that the FSCA is always a difficult one in my view. But just looking at last year's experience of it, I actually think each experience and each sponsor just really brings about a unique challenge. The ones that really stood out for me in regards to difficulty was the Marsh ones and the FSCA one. So those are the ones that I'm really concerned about in regards to difficulty. But then we do have Otto in General coming in as a new sponsor. So that is an unknown once again. So you never know what they are going to be bringing to the party. And then, yes, Hollard has always been exciting and discovery. So yeah, it's almost, I'm nervous about all of them for different reasons, and yeah, but also excited at the same time as well.
Yeah, and I think it's hard to say because you don't know what they're going to bring, but you've got a good idea from last year and previous years to that, sort of the style of the questions. I'll be very interested to see what's on the table this year, but I'm very glad I don't have to be part of the challenges. So do you have any predictions that the topics that the sponsors are going to bring to these challenges and sort of what the hot topics of the season are going to be?
No, I think really topics that was in the news in the last year or so would come out for sure. I think the massive Sasha riots we had in parts of KZN might just pop up. I think the BI issue is not something that really is put to bed. So I think that is something that may also just come up. And yeah, trucking and the trucking world has played an important role in regards to accidents and so forth, and really looking at how that risk can be improved and innovated, I'm sure might just come up as potential topics. But yeah, like I said, there's always surprises. So yeah, that is just my predictions. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what comes up. So overall, I mean, how have you prepared yourself this far to, to get through the elimination round, to be here today having this chat? And what sort of preparations do you feel you still need to do before your next challenge?
Yeah, so preparations has been pretty much similar as what I've done in the past. I've just really tried to really go much deeper this time. So reading through all the massive material that we are given, as well as visiting companies' websites, looking what's in the news in regards to them. And yeah, just delving into each sponsor as deep as I can and delving as deep into each topic as I possibly can that I possibly think that might come up. And yeah, just really trying to improve my really general knowledge in regards to insurance. And yeah, it always feels like there's more to do. And yeah, you never really feel prepared, even when you're prepared as best as you can. So yeah, I'm just trying to look and see wherever I can find any book, article, anything just to catch some kind of information.
Yeah, there's a lot. There is a lot because there's a lot always going on. But yeah, it sounds like good preparation. So I do wish you the best with that, and still going forward into your next challenge. And overall, John, why did you enter the Insurance Apprentice? You've answered this question a lot because you've done it before, but why? Tell us why.
Yeah, so like I've said really in the past, Fiona, I always wanted to, from a very small boy, wanted to measure myself against the very best. And whether it was in sports or academics, I always wanted to compete against the best and see where I measure myself against the best. And really, this competition really provides that very same platform for me to measure myself against the young talent that's in the industry. But above that, I must say, the one thing that's really stood out for me, and like we've discussed previously, is just the amount of growth that I experience every time when I do enter this competition. Whether I make it into the top 10, whether I make it not even in the elimination rounds, there's always been something that I've been able to take from that experience and learn from it and really help me to improve as a person and as a professional. So those little nuggets are really been key to my development in my personal career and as a person. And that is why, if it wasn't for the age restriction, I probably would have came back until I'm 100 years old.
So with all of that and all of the personal growth and development that you feel that you've got from the competition, would you motivate other young professionals in the industry to give it a go and see where they come?
No, for sure. That is not even a question. This is the perfect platform for young people to launch their careers and get known in the industry and really to develop in their respective careers or departments or companies. And yeah, it's really something that could mean and change your life. It has changed my life a great deal. And I've seen how it's changed others' lives in regards to in their companies or in their careers. And yeah, if you're really serious about getting somewhere within your insurance career, even as a person, this is really the platform for it. And I would really encourage anybody to really take part in this amazing competition.
I definitely think you may be the poster boy for the Insurance Apprentice.
I'd take that.
And I admire the perseverance to keep on going. You know, it is incredible because I went through it last year and I found the process quite hard. At many times I found it quite hard. But there is a lot of preparation that goes into it, which I think people don't see when they just watch the show. So from that perspective, the perseverance to get up and do it again and again and again is incredible. So well done, John. Really, from me, well done. So the crux of the matter in terms of entering Insurance Apprentice, and again, I'm going to highlight that it's the last time because of the age limit. Are you planning on winning it? Is that the plan?
No, like I said, I'm going all out. Every question, every task, I'm just taking it as my last and I'm just giving it my all. I'm going out swinging hard. And yeah, whatever happens, happens. If I give it my all and I come short, I can look back and say, I've given it my all and I didn't do it. But yeah, the aim is to win here. The aim is not just to be here to compete or to attend. I am going all out, and yeah, those people, the other participants, they better be ready for me.
Guess who's back? That reminds me of your returning video last year.
Yes,
so if you win, what will it mean to you? What will it mean to your career going forward?
I think you mean when I win, Fiona.
Okay.
Yeah, it would just be for me the reaching the top of the hill. Like I said, I've taken part 5 times, and I would really be, the first thing would be to be an ambassador for those that has not won it the first time that have taken part, to really be a symbol for them that it takes hard work, and it does take taking or falling a few times before winning it. But it would just mean a lot for me, coming from a very disadvantaged environment. I spoke to Simon in our elimination round. My first job was really promoting fruit juices in the aisle of a supermarket, and to be where I am now is really an amazing and blessed experience. And just to win it would just be a symbol for anybody else out there that is struggling or going through difficult times, that, hey, difficult times don't last, but tough people do. So hang in there, keep working hard, keep giving your best, and just be the best version of you. And yeah, times do change.
I think that's a beautiful message, and I think that's a beautiful message to everybody that will be following your journey, that have followed your journey this far, to persevere and to see where you end up. But John, thank you for your time. I know you've got very limited time to get all your preparation done. I'm holding thumbs for you, but I do have to give you a little bit of a disclaimer. I'm holding thumbs for everybody that I've spoken to in the top 12, because you're all incredible. You're amongst very good stock. And I do wish you well, and well done for entering again this time around. And congratulations for being in the top 12. I'm super proud of you. I'm glad to see you back at it, and that you've not handed in the reins. And I really look forward to seeing where you end up this year. I'm with you, and I'll be watching quite intently.
No, thank you too, Fiona. It's always a pleasure talking to the Chan.
Still not used to being called that. But we're rooting for you, John. We're with you all the way.
Thank you so much, Fiona. Appreciate it.